Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching my videos. Wishing you all good health, happiness, and a wonderful day wherever you are. My name is Chi Tai. I'm 29 years old, and I live in the countryside of Vietnam. In this video, I'd like to take you around my family garden, show you a bit of my daily life, and share some simple home-cooked meals that I make myself. I hope you'll enjoy the peaceful atmosphere and get a small glimpse of life here in rural Vietnam. I'm getting ready to make lunch. This is the leftover rice from yesterday. I don't throw it away. After the fresh rice is cooked, I'll put the leftover rice back into the rice cooker, steam it again, and eat it. I've always lived a simple and frugal life because earning money is not easy. My friends. Right now, I'm staying with my parents. In my family, we've never wasted leftover rice. We usually reheat it or sometimes fry it and eat it the next day. First, I wash the rice pot. By the way, how do people cook rice where you live? Do you use a rice cooker like I do? Or do you still cook over a wood fire? Please leave a comment and share with me. Do you also reuse leftover rice like my family does? I'd really love to hear your stories. I'm always happy to chat with you, and I'll do my best to reply to every comment. Today, my mother is visiting my grandparents, so it's just my father and me at home. That's why I'm only cooking about 2 cans of rice. Here in Vietnam, many families still use an empty milk can as a measuring cup for rice. Now it's time to wash the rice. This helps remove dust and any impurities from the grains. After that, I add clean water to the pot. The amount of water is very important. Too much water will make the rice mushy, and too little will make it dry. The traditional way I learned from older generations is to measure the water with my little finger. I place my finger on top of the rice, without touching the bottom of the pot, and the water should reach the first joint of my finger. That's it. Now I just press the button and wait for the rice to cook. In my hometown, 1 kilogram of rice costs about $1.14. These fish are for my cats. I have 3 cats at home, and there's another cat from the neighbor's house that often comes over to eat with them. This type of fish costs around $0.57 per kilogram. I usually buy about 2 kilograms and keep them in the freezer. 2 kilograms are enough for my cats for nearly 2 weeks. Since my refrigerator is quite small, I can't store too much food. I add a little fish sauce to make it more appetizing for the cats. Do you prepare homemade food for your cats like I do? I know many people feed their cats dry food, but it's quite expensive, and I don't really have much money to spend on that. Besides, my cats have been eating fish since they were little, so they're already used to it. This dish is called braised fish. The fish is cooked now, so I turn off the stove and get ready to make another dish. Jackfruit soup. This orange cat actually belongs to my neighbor, but he often comes to my house for free meals. For dishes that take a long time to cook, I usually use a wood-burning stove. It helps save money on gas. A gas cylinder here costs about $25, and luckily we have plenty of firewood around the house. I don't have to buy any wood. I just spend some time chopping it myself. Years ago, we mainly used longan wood, but nowadays we mostly use coconut wood. Even these split coconuts can be used to start the fire. Using a wood stove saves money, but it produces a lot of smoke. That's why this method is mostly seen in rural areas. These are small coconuts that don't contain water and can't be sold in the market. I split them in half and let them dry. Once they turn into charcoal, they can even be used for grilling food. And these are coconut shells after the coconut meat has been removed. I dry them as well. This is the outer husk of the coconut after it has dried. Nothing goes to waste. Now the water is boiling, so I add the jackfruit. This is a red jackfruit variety. The fruit is a little firm and not too ripe. One of our neighbors gave it to my family yesterday. In the countryside, neighbors often share fruits and vegetables with each other. Usually, they grow them in their own gardens and happily give some away. For seasoning, I use soup powder, salt, MSG, and a little sugar. I add a small amount of each. Have you ever tried this dish before? Or maybe you've cooked it yourself? Please let me know in the comments. You can also try making it the same way I do. It's really delicious. The sweetness of the jackfruit combined with the rich flavor of coconut milk creates a very special taste. After simmering for about 15 minutes, I'll add the coconut milk. While waiting, I'm going to make another dish. Stir-fried bitter melon with eggs. In my hometown, bitter melon costs around $0.95 per kilogram. Although the price changes depending on the season. 10 eggs cost about $1.33. I add some seasonings to make the dish more flavorful. Sugar, salt, soup powder, and a little black pepper for aroma. Then I mix everything together. This is the coconut milk I mentioned earlier. In my hometown, people still make it by hand. We grate the coconut meat and squeeze it to extract the milk. We have many coconut trees growing behind our house, so there's always plenty of coconuts available. Farmers here sell coconuts to traders for around $4 to $6 per dozen. But the coconut milk we make at home is only for our family's meals, not for sale. After adding the coconut milk, I let the soup cook for another 15 minutes. Then I taste the jackfruit to make sure it's soft and adjust the seasoning if needed. Finally, I'm going to fry some dried fish. These fish were harvested from the canal behind my house. I seasoned them and dried them under the sun. Right now, the weather is very hot, but fortunately there are many trees around our house that provide shade and fresh air. It's almost noon now. How much would fish like this cost where you live? I rarely have to buy any because we raise fish behind the house. If I do buy them, the price is usually around $0.76 per kilogram. When frying fish, remember to use low heat because they can burn very easily. After a while, they'll turn golden and crispy. After finishing the fish, I reuse the same pan and the remaining oil to stir fry the bitter melon. That's why I fry the fish first. Once the bitter melon is almost cooked, I add the eggs. Don't overcook the bitter melon, otherwise it becomes too soft and won't taste as good. Now it's time to prepare lunch for the cats. I simply mix the braised fish with some white rice. Here are my 3 cats. They usually don't eat breakfast. Instead, they have lunch, dinner, and a late evening meal. Every day, they eat rice mixed with this braised fish. Now it's time for my father and me to have lunch together. Normally, my mother would be here with us, but today she's visiting her parents. It's just a simple meal. My friends, my family has always lived a modest and frugal life. Do you often cook your own meals like I do? I really enjoy cooking. After lunch, I'll take you around the garden behind our house. This coconut tree is full of fruit. This variety contains sweet coconut water that helps cool the body, especially during hot weather. As I mentioned earlier, we sell these coconuts to traders for around $4 to $6 per dozen. The coconuts used to make coconut milk are actually a different variety.
Đen đen. Đen 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 đen.
This area is our longan garden. Unfortunately, it's not the fruiting season right now. When the season comes, I'll make another video and show you the longan fruits. Over here, we have several canals. This is where we raise fish and harvest them for our meals. This is a banana tree. And here is a papaya tree. You can see 2 ripe yellow papayas hanging on it. This is a chili plant. Right now, there's 1 green chili growing on it. Another coconut tree. These are calamansi fruits. They're small citrus fruits that we often use in cooking and drinks. This is Thai basil, one of the herbs we commonly use in Vietnamese cuisine. And this is a desert rose plant. Its flowers are very beautiful when they bloom. In this corner, we have Indian borage. Besides being used as a medicinal herb, I often add it to sour soup because it gives a wonderful aroma. This is a yellow apricot tree. It only blooms during Lunar New Year, which is our most important holiday in Vietnam. Here is an aloe vera plant. And this is Vietnamese mint. I often use it when cooking sour soup as well. In front of my house, you can see the longan flowers. That means the trees are getting ready to produce fruit. This is the road in my hometown. And here's our naughty little cat again. Well, my friends, this is where I'll end today's video. I hope to see you again in the next one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I truly appreciate your support, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Please leave me a message, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and see you again.